Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn about the fundamentals of Git, particularly focusing on Git config command and then understanding on a broader aspect of Git ecosystem. And additionally, we'll cover the process of pushing files from local repository to remote repository. Now, before we are starting, I would like to let you all know that this video might be a little longer than usual, but I assure you that it will be worth your time. So, let's explore into the world of Git together. Let's get started. So, firstly, we're going to check what Git config is. So, Git config. And if you want to list out the number of email IDs or username present in our system previously, so we can type list. Here we can check that it's not showing us any kind of user ID or email ID present previously in our Git configuration. So it is not showing us anything. It's completely blank. And now we will see how we can add any user ID or any email ID in our system. We will check that. Then we will also check how to delete those user IDs or email IDs from our system. Everything we will check here. Firstly, let us go with how we can add any user name and email ID in our Git configuration. Okay, so Git config. So globally we want to add. So we are typing here global, then user dot name, and in double quotation we need to write our username. So you can check your username with which you have created. I have created with Shourojita code 16. So I'm gonna give that only. This Shourojita code 16. Okay. So after that, if you give enter, your username is created. Now if we want to create the email ID, same process we need to go with. That is here you need to give, instead of name, you need to give email, and in this place you need to provide your email ID. So again, it's for the email ID, the GitHub account you created. Like if you don't know how to create a GitHub account, you need to check my previous video. In the previous video, I have given process step by step detailings how you need to create a GitHub account. So create a GitHub account, and in the GitHub account, you can check with using which email ID you have created that. So give that same email ID here. Given. So now press enter. So your user ID and email both are created in your Git configuration. Now if you need to check that whether it has been successfully created or not, you need to give git config hyphen hyphen list, then again space hyphen hyphen show hyphen origin. Now you can see that in your git config, your username and what your email ID has been stored, and where it is stored you can check that also, that in your C drive there's a folder named user, and in that user there's again a folder named Shorojita, and in that folder there's again a folder named .git config. So if you want to delete your this user ID or email ID, what you need to do, you need to go to your C drive, then user, then Shorojita, then uh, git config. You can completely delete that .git config folder, or you can particularly select one and then delete whatever you want, what's suitable to you, you can do that. So that's all about git config command. Now we are going for our next topic, that is git ecosystem. Before creating the git ecosystem of your own, you need to remember one thing: what is the architecture of git? If you want to know in details about the Git architecture, check the previous videos in my playlist. It's already been given there. That the first is working area, then stage area, then local repository. Uh, Complete details about them is given in the previous videos. You can check it out there. So, firstly, what we need to do here is we need to create the working area of our Git ecosystem. The first most important thing is we need to check where we are exactly located at the current position. Means what is the position, means where we are doing all these things, all these commands we are typing, why we are typing this in our system. For that we will type pwd. Then we can see that currently we are where we are in C drive, in users, in Shoudojita. Okay, so we need to create our working area. How we can create our working area? We need to go to our files. We are in a D drive now. Here what we will do, we'll create a new folder. Let the folder be named as school. Inside school we will again go. Here what we will do, we will create one another folder. Name, we can say it as class. Okay, or a folder in D drive that is named school, and another folder inside school that is class. Now we'll go to where our uh, git bash. Here what we will type is cd. Firstly, where we will go? We'll go to a C drive. See, we have went to a D drive. So then after going to a D drive, what we will do? We will go to school folder. So what we will do now is cd school. So inside D we have went where? To school. Now what we'll do? We will type class. Inside school where we have now went to class. So currently our location is inside this folder. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll create our working stage inside our class folder. Firstly what we need to do is we need to initialize our repository. Here we need to create a complete repository inside this class folder, and which command we use for creating a repository is init. So what we're gonna do is git init, means our repository is created here. Now you can go to your file, you can check here, see it's been automatically created here. Okay, so now again go to your git bash. Here what we want to type is like, now what we need to do, we have created our git repository, empty git repository, nothing is present here. Now what we're gonna do, we need to add few files or folders inside this class folder. So what I am doing here, I am creating a random program, a Java program I'll be creating here. Say like, if you're not familiar with Java, no need to worry, we will learn that too from scratch. Now you can think it as some kind of a class. No need to know what the syntax is, whatever it is, it's just a class. You can think it like that. It's just something written here, no need to pay attention to this much. It's like, you can write anything here basically. What I need to show is we are just adding something inside that folder. Okay, so this is one file created here. While where we will save it, we will go to D, we will go to school, we'll go to class, and we're gonna save this here as student dot java. Select this as all files and then save. We successfully saved it. Now we'll create one another one. Let us copy this one only. We'll give same code here too, and I will just name it the student 2. Nothing much. Then I will save this one as student 2 dot java. Then same thing here, all files, and save. So what is been done here? We have successfully created our working area. Our working area has been created here. It's the working area while we'll work. The code, those codes are our working area. Now what we need to do, we need to add those working areas to a stage area. If you remember the diagram, it was clearly shown that from working area we add to where, we add it to our stage area. Now to add those things to stage area, do is git. Okay, before we add, let us take a status first. For that, it is git status. You can see that our folder is having student.java, student2.java, okay, and both of them are untracked files, means they are in our working area, they are not in our stage area, okay. So we need to add them to a stage area. How we can add to a stage area? We need to do is git add. I will first show you how to add a single file, then I will show you how to add both of them, okay. So student dot java. So if you want to add only student.java from working area to stage area, so we will write only that folder's name and then click on enter. So student.java is being added, not student.2.java is added. That's still in working area, means our work is still not being completed in that system. So only student.java is added to our stage area, okay. So after adding that to stage area, what we can do now, we can add the second one too. So now student2.java. So both of them are now added to our stage area. Now you can check the status again of our ecosystem. What's the status of our Git ecosystem? See, now you can see there's nothing like here you can check in the previous one untracked files. So now what is like, there's nothing like uh, untracked files, everything is being tracked, they are being sent to the stage area, okay. After they are being sent to the stage area, what the things we can do is like we can send them from if we want, we can again unstage them, like we have sent them from stage area, working area to stage area. What we have done from for sending working area to stage area, we have added those files, right? Now if we want to send back from stage area to working area, what we need to do is git rm hyphen hyphen cached student dot java. So what it is done, it had sent the uh, file from stage area back to the working area. You basically don't need to remember this syntax. You can see Git is already showing us this syntax, like what you need to do for which thing. So just a bit of practice will make you know like which thing we need to know where. These things are very easy to know, like just a week practice, you can definitely be a like you can definitely understand where we can do which things and all. So now presently where we are, we have sent the student or java from stage area back to the working area. We can also send this student2.java back to working area. We have also sent both of them. Now we can check the git status of us. See, both of them are untracked files, means they are in the working area. Now we can also see like how we can add both of them together to our stage area. So what we need to do is git add space dot. Both of them are added together to our stage area. See git status. No untracked files are here. Okay, so both of them are added directly to our stage area. So now, if we want to, like, if we now I can change any file here. Like, let us go to this. There is student.java. So what we want to do, we need to edit this, right? You can do anything to edit here. I'm just changing the method name to m2 and saving it. Okay, I'm just saving this. Now you just need to go to your git bash and you can check the status. You can see here that student.java is being modified. So if you want to carry on with this modified data, you have to again add this student.java to your working stage area. Or if it's like by mistakenly you have modified that, so you can again restore to your previous one. How you can restore to your previous state? What you just need to do is git restore student.java. It's been restored to your previous state. Like now you can again go and check it in your student.java. You can see it here. See, just now we have edited that and now it's been restored its previous state. Okay. So the next thing is what we have seen there in the architecture. You can, remember, like we have to add our files from working area to stage area. Then from stage area, if we need to go to the local repository, what we need to do, we need to commit things, right? Now, how to commit things? How to commit our files from stage area to the local repository? For going to the local repository, what we type is git commit hyphen m. You can give right here anything, like it's basically a message that you are sending to your local repository, and I'm sending the message as it's my first commit. Like for the first time I'm committing a thing, so it's the first commit. I'm typing here first commit. Okay. So now what you're gonna see, two files changed. Two files had been sent from where local repository, from the staging area to the local repository. Two files have been already been committed. Okay. Now what we need to do, if you remember the previous architecture, what the things were done here, from local repository we need to push things from local to the remote repositories, right? Local to remote repository we need to push things. How we can push things from local to remote repository? You simply need to do nothing rather than going to your GitHub account. You have went to your GitHub account, you can see your repositories here. You can see your repository. The repository we have created, you can check the previous video in the GitHub account creation. We have created a repository there. Just go there. Now check here. What things we have done? We have done git init, add, commit. These things are already been done, right? Presently, where we are? We are in the master. We need to go where? We need to go in the main. So for going to the main folder, what we need to do? Git, then branch. We are in the master branch. Now we are going to the main branch. Means we are sending the folder from local repository to our remote repository. So git branch hyphen capital M. Do not confuse between the upper caps and the lower caps. It's very much case sensitive. Okay. So git branch hyphen M. Then we are writing main. So now see, we have gone from master to where main. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to add this GitHub account to our local repository. This the things we are creating is a local repository. It's in our system. It's with our developers. Now the developers want to work collaboratively with others. So what they are doing, they are adding their works to the to the remote server. So we are adding our localized files to this remote, like complete remote repository. So this is a remote repository. We need to add things here. So what we do here, git remote add origin and this thing. Okay. So now we are going to our bash. We're gonna write here is git remote add origin and just copy and paste this much thing. Okay. So what the thing is, our folder has been already our remote, our local repository is being added to the remote repository. We had successfully added our local repository to our remote repository. Now we have to push the files from the local repository to the remote repository. How we can push our files? For that, git push all the files from our origin, that is our local repository, to the remote repository, means to the main branch. Now we are pushing them. You can see like we don't need to memorize things. These things are already written here. We just need, if you want, you can even copy and paste them to our git bash. Now but the thing is, git push all the things from our origin to our main repository. Okay, now we just need to wait a bit, and you can see there's a thing will come like you need to sign in with your GitHub account. So you just need to add things here to your GitHub account. You just need to give authorize Git ecosystem. You need to give your password here. Just put your password here. See, like you need to give the proper password. Then your authentication has been succeeded. Now you have got your authentication here to this one. Now you just need to, what you need to do, you need to just refresh that page once, and you can check the local files that you created in your notepad has been added where you have added those things to your remote repository. And you can check the message we have sent through our message we have sent while setting that from stage area toward local repository. That message will be also shown here. That is our first commit is this thing, and you have added them successfully. And you can check it in your git bash. It will show that you have successfully added those things to from your master branch to your main branch, that is from your local repository to your remote repository. So that's all for this video. I know it's a bit longer, but we have learned a numerous number of concepts in this video. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel. Check for the previous videos in this channel too. That's all for today. Thank you.